Okay, so when did you find out about this funeral thing?
I like to play on the words, bury the Celtics. Good stuff, Doug.
Yes.
After the game in Charlotte, we win. Obviously, a pretty good road win. We break the huddle. I say, hey, let's get out of here. John, I know your family's here. Tell your mom we love her, but we got a game tomorrow night. So let's get out of here. So as I was breaking the huddle, everybody said, hey, make sure we wear black tomorrow. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay. Every player in the league on both teams come to the arena wearing their black skinny jeans. So I thought, what's the difference? And so the next day, that night on the plane, everybody said, hey, we're all wearing black. I said, okay, not a big deal. I like the fact that they came together, doing things together, because that's something we've been talking about all year, and I think it's starting to happen. So that's good. I mean, when I was with the Knicks one time, in the playoffs, we decided, we're going to shave our heads bald, everybody. And you and I, with the bald head, wouldn't look good, as it didn't look good on me.
Yeah.
But with the athletic players on the team with the Knicks, it didn't look too bad. But, hey, it made some excitement for a game in January, which could be dog days in the NBA.
I heard your daughter doesn't like you in your black jeans.
No, for those of us and you as well as all the dads around here, your daughters can basically say anything and you just take it.
So what did she say? Or she text you or she call you? She had to text you, right? She didn't call you.
Dad, do not wear the black jeans. Otherwise, they're going to call you Big Chunk. She bought me, they got me for Christmas some black jeans. I'm like, really? They're a little too tight. Anytime you get over 50, probably even 40, you probably should not wear the tighter wearing jeans, especially if you're not in great shape. But I have to wear them for like 3 weeks straight without washing them to stretch them out a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good call on the no wash. You don't want to wash them. They get way too tight. Then you got to repeat the process. Scotty Brooks joining us on the Doug Gottlieb Show on CBS Sports Radio. Here's the other thing I like about the team bonding, and I know you guys got into a little bit of it last time you lost to the Celtics. That's kind of what this kind of dates back to, is that so often in the NBA, you don't know if your team is going to be at anywhere near the Magic level, if they're going to be ready to play. Like the Warriors come to town and they're ready, right? The Cavs come to town and they're ready. But to have a midweek game at home against the Celtics, to know that because of what happened last time, funeral game, that they're ready, that has to feel really good as a coach.
Well, you know what? It could easily have just been another game, and I try to get our guys to always believe in, hey, every game is important. 82 games and have that mentality. But we know there's a long season. It's the ups and downs of a season. There's some games that you just don't have it for whatever reason.
Right.
But this put like a lot of pressure on us. It was like we had no choice. It's either you're going to bring it after bringing up, let's wear it black, or you can't lay an egg. And I give our guys credit. They brought it, played well for 48 minutes. I thought we controlled the game. Because it all goes back to the last time we played Boston. Boston's a good team. We're both trying to establish ourselves as a playoff team, and they're probably want to do the same and maybe have some playoff success for their next jump. But we were in control of the game in Boston, and in the second half they kind of took it to us, got physical, and they ended up winning the game. So we wanted to make sure that we weren't going to take that anymore. We're going to play physical throughout the start and throughout the game.
When you took over, there was a lot of talk this offseason about John Wall and Brad Beal struggling to coexist, to play together. How have you managed to get them? Beal is playing at an unbelievable level, and Wall is playing more efficiently than he has maybe at any other time in his career. How have you managed to get them to coexist?
Well, I heard and read about all the things that everybody else has, and I knew going in to a new team, I wanted to establish one thing, that we will have to play together and play for each other. We're not just teammates. We have to make it a brotherhood. And I've been on a lot of teams where we were just teammates. We weren't nothing other than we both signed the same contract with the same team. And when you have that situation, you're not going to have success, because there's times in every single game that you have to dig deep in to your gut to fight for your team and fight for your teammates. So going into this summer, I knew that we had to establish that. And being around the two, I know they were great guys, and I didn't look into their history. I read about it, I heard about it, but I didn't bring it up to them. I just knew going forward here's what we have to do. And I think they've been great together.
So
John is having his all-star year, and Brad is right there.
But what did you do? Did you guys go have dinner together? Was there any sort of team bonding? Is there any like trigger words that you try and throw out at them to get them, like, what have you actually done to bring them? Because I would agree. I mean, it feels like they're a much closer team. It feels a little bit like when you took over in Oklahoma City. People forget you took over as an interim, and the team kind of automatically got closer, and you guys built this incredibly cohesive unit. What have you done specifically, though?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like the magic man here, but I believe in players. I believe in communicating. I believe in having tough conversations with them. And I've talked to both of them individually. I've talked to them together, how this team is only going to work if you guys buy in to playing together and playing with everything you could do and helping your teammates have success. I said, you guys both are good enough to have 20-point nights without me running an offense, without me running the play for you. But what's going to separate us and you two as being one of the best backcourts, can you guys make your teammates feel like they're better than they are? Can you help them score? Can you help them feel good about their games? And I give them credit. They have. And you know, we do drills together. We try to have a good, competitive, fun atmosphere. We're not always serious and all uptight, but we're not loose, and it's not a country club, but we want to make sure that everybody is connected and everybody feels good about playing the game that we all should feel good about. It's a game. We love it, and we try to create that environment.
Scotty Brooks, head coach of the Red Hot Washington Wizards, joining us in the Doug Gottlieb Show, CBS Sports Radio. They won 14 in a row at home, have the fourth best record in the NBA since December 3rd, 25-20 on the season. Otto Porter kind of had a redshirt year his first year in the NBA. People were throwing out the word bust, right? He averaged 2 points a game, only played in 37 games. Started to play better last year. This year, though, he's shooting, I think it's like 6 or 7 percentage points higher from 2, 10 percentage points higher from 3. I mean, he's a legit third weapon, and he's so versatile, not just offensively, but defensively, and a good rebounder. How has he improved so rapidly?
Oh, man, he has. I like that term, redshirt year. I think, do you use this with me? Did I have a redshirt career?
I redshirted my entire NBA career. You were just always ready.
Oh, man. No, you know what? He's a knockdown shooter. That's the thing that I pleasantly surprised. I knew he could shoot, looking at some of his stats. And sometimes shooting percentage, it's, depending on what type of shots you get, it fluctuates. But one thing I do know, that he is a knockdown three-point shooter. He can shoot not only from the corners, where a lot of guys can shoot. He can shoot it from the bin, up top, and he does a great job of slashing. He can guard multiple players. He's really a glue part of our team, and he's been great to coach. He's so coachable. He's so easy. He's about as low maintenance as you can possibly imagine. He just wants to play ball. He grew up in a small town. He loves going back home, and him and his dad, they love building old classic cars, and he's just a great guy to be around.